What's going on, guys? Meet my 6A Sprint student, Yip, a full-time ASU student and creative running his agency, but had come into the 6A Sprint never closing a deal more than $500. Yip came into the 6A Sprint with the goal to break that ceiling and start offering higher ticket services, especially Facebook ads. With mine and Nate's direct mentorship and our complete system through the 6A Sprint, Yip landed his first $1,700 client by pitching a package for video, ads, photos, and that one deal was a huge mindset shift for Yip, and you guys need to watch this interview where he literally talks about that mindset shift. He was able to finish out the 6A Sprint with 95% of his points being generated from new client revenue. And now he can take that confidence that he gained from being inside the 6A Sprint and use it to continue to go out and get brand new clients for as long as he's running this business. If you're someone out there who's watching this and you're stuck undercharging for no matter what the service is, video, ads, photos, anything creative or marketing wise, and you're scared to go out and pitch those higher priced offers that you want to pitch and you want to close, you need to watch Yip's story and listen to how he talks about this breakthrough that he experienced inside of the 6A Sprint, because it's massive. Yip, if you're watching this, I'm so proud of you, dude. Just continue to keep pushing the limit even higher and continue to go out and charge even more. I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll see you in the next one. You did pretty much close to 2,400 points in the 6A Sprint. And what I want to talk about is, I remember we actually didn't do our onboarding call in person on Zoom. We did it in person.
Yeah.
And I'm a dumbass, dude. I forgot that we had filmed a little bit of that with Nate, because remember, it was me, you, and Nate at my apartment. And dude, I accidentally formatted the camera and I lost that clip of you. So I don't have that clip, unfortunately. Such a rookie move of me to do that, because I'm usually so organized, so overly organized.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I don't have that. So it's all good. But the only thing that I want to take some time to kind of talk about right now, real quick, before we dive into like what you did in the 6A Sprint, how the 6A Sprint served you, what you thought about the experience, what you thought about working with us. Where were you at before the 6A Sprint? And kind of just talk to me about when you first heard the idea, when you and I first talked, kind of like your initial thoughts, and kind of talk to me through like how it actually turned out, I guess, you know.
Yeah. So I guess when I first started, in the summer, I was doing just like a bunch of personal brand stuff, trying to build the photography page, like this summer and like last semester. So like from, I'd say, about February to about July or June, I was just like doing personal brand stuff, working on like creative projects with my friends. Like I have a friend who just is good at recruiting models, so he would put together ideas, recruit a bunch of models, and then I would shoot it, and I would make content out of that, or like POV shoots and stuff. And then I guess once I think once August rolled around, my friend got me into like more social media stuff, and like getting to deal with Hot Pockets, and then getting like some decent money off Snapchat and whatever. But I realized that like they're not as consistent, and I just wanted to like figure out how to like, my biggest goal was like how to sign clients for like just higher ticket packages, instead of like just getting like basically like side gigs or like gig economy work for like UGC.
Just like basically doing stuff for a few $100 and stuff like that.
Yeah, and like sometimes like the Snapchat shit was actually paying pretty well, but it's just not very consistent, you know. I wanted to build a skill set where it's like, oh, like I can create value, sell, close, and then just have that be like sort of a repeatable system, as opposed to like selling like little shoots to just build myself up. And I think you guys did a great job at like giving me all the frameworks pretty much just to actually make it happen. I feel like I could have taken like way more advantage of it, but also it's just like you were saying, like with life and shit, you know, it's like sometimes shit just be getting in the way. But as a whole, like I feel like I definitely learned a lot, and I couldn't have done that without like your guys' support and also like resources, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. And that's kind of what we're here for, right? So that's great. Now, what I want to talk to you about now is the transformation that you experienced inside of the 6A Sprint, because you know, that's kind of what we're trying to facilitate with this product. Is we're trying to have people come in and, you know, be in an environment and be shown in a process that works and that's plug and play. And you know, that's kind of what the 6A Sprint is. And it's kind of evolved into something that we didn't really anticipate what it is now. Because you talk about courses, you talk about like coach programs, and I think you know, it's really easy in the outside to classify the 6 day sprint as one of those things, but I think it's much more than that, which is kind of what we were going for with it. And uh, back to like transformations, talk to me about what happened with you with that one deal for the 1700, because we fortunately enough, we had that call and it is on recording, and I actually have it clipped already. When you jumped on, you were stoked about that deal, bro.
Yeah.
And then you
Yeah.
kind of like on that call, like talked to us a little bit, like through like, oh, dude, like I was kind of like here, it's a big jump for me. Kind of just go into like more detail about that for you.
Yeah, I guess you guys just kind of reframed the way that I looked at it. I did a photo shoot for like a DJ that works up in Scottsdale, and then he is working for like a bar crawl company, so they tapped in with me, and then I didn't know how much to charge them. I probably would have charged them like 500 or something for like all that, like 2 videos, like 60 photos, plus like an ad, whatever, whatever. But yeah, I remember being on a call with you guys, and some of like the guys that are like ahead of me were just like, oh no, like whatever you think you should want to charge, like charge more. Like it should like be scary to charge what amount you're gonna like pitch first, because you can always like negotiate and work down, but working up is like not really something that happens, you know. But
Yeah,
yeah,
100%.
and then what else, man? Just like fulfilling and all that. It was like it's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. I could definitely do it. Like I feel like it's repeatable, and now that I feel like I have the skill set, it's like of course there's always definitely more work to be done, but just the fact that I could be like, oh, like I've done this, like kind of opens up the gate in my mind. I feel like that's a lot. What's a lot more important isn't that like I signed a single deal, but it just kind of like removed the barriers of me. Like once it's been done, then it's like okay, like this is I kind of get it now. It's like repeatable.
Yeah. And there's like kind of a touch of confidence with that too, right? Like, and that's kind of like what we try to instill in you guys. And, we're that's where, okay, that's where this question kind of comes in. And I want your honest opinion about that. Like, what did you think about the group and the accountability that came with that, right? Not only the network stuff, but like, do you think with the group there was like that accountability and that kind of thing where it's like, okay, you're being pushed, you're seeing others do shit, like they're posting what they're doing, they're getting deals. Like, talk to me about that.
Yeah, I think that it was definitely was obviously like you have like the highest performers. It's like a not it's like exponential, you know, like the top dude
Yeah.
just fucking out there cooking everybody, working in construction or whatever, and then like, it starts to fall off, like the next dude's like 40% of that, and the next dude's like 20% of like the top, and then so on and so forth. But definitely it was really cool seeing people, especially like Charlie who's like only like 17 or whatever, or seeing the kid who's doing like all the football games,
Yeah,
like just
Nico.
seeing them put in that work is like sick, man. And like everybody, everybody paid to be here. So it's like nobody's just here. Like everybody's here to get something, I guess, different out of it, but
Yeah.
nobody's here just because, you know what I mean? Everybody dumped money into it to get to some end goal for themselves.
And let's talk about the dumping money into an idea. Like, and the aspect that I want to talk about is in the first one, we didn't change the price and we haven't changed the price. Um, and the first one, we didn't have Nate. And this
Yeah.
one, we did have Nate. And I kind of want to ask you, like, what do you think about the addition of Nate? Like, do you think that was extremely valuable? Do you think the things that he brought to the table were really like good? Like, talk to me about what you thought about Nate.
Dude, yeah, I think Nate's a G. He's he's a legend, and he knows definitely a lot about what he's talking about. All of his videos, whenever I was on call with him, he broke it down very, very concisely, and like there's no like bullshitting. It's like straight to the point. All of that. The only thing is like maybe, and like I think I missed like the second call, so that kind of low key cooked me for ads, bro. But still, like regardless, like I know that he's like hella knowledgeable, and it's like whatever didn't happen is like no fault of you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like you guys had like it's like if you had an entire course curriculum and then I just like skip class and then wonder like why I don't know how to do this shit for the test. You feel me?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that Nate was great, and like just like the few times that I was on call with him and stuff, just listening to him break down like how to do it. It wasn't just like, oh, you do it like this. It's like he literally goes in and shows everything step by step exactly like where and why he does what he does. So
Yeah.
yeah, he's good, bro. Definitely, that shit's gonna
I
be.
agree.
Yeah, you you guys make a good team, man.
Tell me about like if I'm someone who's kind of where you were at the beginning of this thing, like I'm in college, I'm I got class full time, or I'm average 28-year-old guy who has a camera, never really knew how to monetize it, works a normal job, like talk to someone who is on the fence about like joining the 6K sprint, who is kind of in similar circumstances or like certain situations, kind of similar.
Mhm.
What would you say to that person about joining the 6K sprint if they're on the fence about it?
I would say it would only be worth it to join if you really like. First, like I feel like the price point is like something that filters out a lot of people. Like if you're not already making money through social media, like to fork over 2,000 from like a paycheck is like kind of like I personally wouldn't just if I had a camera like for a hobby. But I
Yeah,
feel like people that are in there in some way and want to grow their revenue, like it's completely worth it because like it really does like help you skip the entire not like skip the entire obviously you have to put in just as much work and you still got to do the stuff, but like it lets you skip through a lot of the like guesswork or like it's like as if you already have sort of like the answers to the test and you have like a study guide, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
That's
yeah,
like the
yeah,
best way for me
100%.
to put it. It's like going into the test blind and you have to figure it out and like just get whatever you get versus having like a study guide and somebody to like literally like tutor you through the process of it. Of course, you're gonna get better like marks on the exam. That's how
Yeah,
I'd put it. Um,
100%, dude.
what else? Like to convince somebody that's on the fence, it's just like, do you think it would be worth it for you? Like for me, it's like 2,000 bucks. I fucking just made like a little money off Snapchat, and then I was just excited to like put it into something that would push me along further. And I feel like this was well worth it for like what I gained from you guys. Um, yeah, it's just like if you think that you can make it back and make it worth your money, which I think it was for me. Like that was pretty much my entire goal, dude. Is like if I get into this, as long as I'm like not losing money and I leave with more information, like I'm happy. You know what I'm saying?
100%, dude. Yeah. Well, hey, that's pretty much all I have on my end for the questions. I appreciate you giving as thorough as you can responses. It helps me out a ton, helps me and Nate. Um, we were super stoked to have you in here, dude, and uh, also super stoked that we got to meet you in person because, dude, we're still gonna be linking. And
Yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
next April we were talking about next April of 2026 doing something in person with everyone.
Yeah, that'd be
Um,
sick, man.